I'm getting yeah. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Julien, oh, let me start over. I went to see. Do you like music?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
I just went to see Cage the Elephant, not
Okay.
last night, but the night before,
Oh,
and my voice is still raspy from screaming. It was a
was it good?
great. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
If you get the chance to go see them,
Okay.
so much fun,
Okay.
so much fun. They're so high energy,
Yeah.
so much fun. Like totally great. But my voice is still raspy, so I will start over.
Sounds good.
Julien Gagne, bonjour, ça va?
Oui, ça va bien. Toi?
Welcome. No, bienvenue.
Yeah, bienvenue.
Uh, Bienvenue.
Bienvenue. Yeah.
Bienvenue. Bike Talk with Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. Oh man, my college French. That was a long time ago. I'm gonna have to brush up. But welcome to the show. I'm speaking French because you are French Canadian from Quebec.
Yeah.
Quebec. Say
Yeah.
that for me. Quebec.
Quebec.
I
Yeah.
had I met a girl on the chairlift at Copper Mountain. I don't know. It might have been 3 years ago now. Annabelle Santerre, and she's from Quebec.
Okay.
She's a skier and she does some mountain biking, but she also does like a Arctic survival course for people going to the North Pole.
Okay.
And that's
Sweet.
why I had her on. I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
wonderful accent, and I don't know. I think French is a beautiful language, so I will throw in a French question somewhere in here
Okay.
during our conversation. But anyway, again, welcome. And the way we became connected was through Alex, the director of Core4. Core4 is the all surface. Well, gosh, this year it wasn't quite all surfaces, was it? All surface race in Iowa City in August, and I've attended a couple years of that, and it's super fun. It's a great event, regardless
Yeah.
of the course. It's a great event, and
Yeah,
you
I
won last
agree.
year, so congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, you bet. And I love that Core 4 is no surface left untouched is their motto, and it's got some pavement. It's got typically some single track. It's got some like just grassy through the fields, farm roads, and of course, beautiful Iowa Champagne gravel, or as we say at Core 4 because of their sponsor, crushed rock, crushed stone is crushed stone. But I find that interesting that you won because you have a ton of experience on all those surfaces, which is cool. I want to talk about kind of what got you into cycling, but from what I understand, when you started racing, you were like UCI World Cup mountain bike cross country racing. Tell me about that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, mountain biking was, I think it was like preferred for me a bit because of my parents. They wanted me more to be in the mountain than on the roads with cars and stuff. So, yeah, I
Fair.
started mountain biking with friends. We have a small mountain in the city where I live. So Sherbrooke has, it's a really small one, but still there are lots of trails. So I had fun all summers over there for a couple of years, and then gradually became better, and yeah, ended up doing a couple of World Cups. Yeah,
Ah, that's super cool. What World Cups did you do?
mostly North America, so Mont Saint Anne up
Uh
in
huh.
Quebec, and then was it in New York States?
Oh, Lake
The
Placid,
Yeah, I no, I think it was the other one. It was
West Virginia.
Windham, or something
Oh,
like that.
okay. That was a
Yeah,
couple
it
years
was.
ago, then, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's cool. I'm always curious. Like I watch World Cup mountain biking. When did you do that?
It was
Uh, 20 years
maybe
ago, maybe 15.
no, maybe around 10 years ago,
Oh,
something like
I'm
that.
a-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
aging you, aren't I? Sorry about that.
No problem.
Uh, I mean, I watch World Cup mountain biking, and like those courses are brutal.
Yeah, yeah.
How like
It has
how did
changed a
you
lot
navigate
though.
what they have since
Yeah,
you've
they
done
have
it?
changed. Like in the last 10 years, I bet, yeah, there are lots of more big jumps and drops and bigger rock gardens. So I find like every year it gets like more extreme. Yeah,
Yeah, extreme is a great word for it. Like the rock gardens are,
yeah,
like, how do they even get through them? And they're going at speed, trying to break each other's legs. And I don't
yeah.
know. I just find that amazing. And I'm curious how you found it and how you navigated that kind of terrain when you were
Well,
racing.
yeah, when I was racing, like a bit, like maybe I'd say like 15 years ago, mountain biking was like longer distances and more towards maybe marathon, cross country, or a bit more gravelly than now.
Mm-hmm. Uh huh.
So I kind of like preferred that kind of efforts, like longer hills, bigger loops. Maybe the races were closer to 2 hours instead of one. So yeah, it was less explosive and it fitted me better. So yeah,
Huh. That
kind
actually
of
kind
a
of
bit of the
explained. Go ahead.
yeah, it kind of explained a bit why I like went away from that because it got a bit too extreme and punchy for like in my like I'm better suited to longer efforts, so gravel suit me better for that. Yeah,
Yeah, I was going to ask like how you did transition out of that, but that does explain that. Like if your
yeah, yeah.
races are 2 hours and they're like
All out.
actual
Yeah,
trails you can ride.
yeah, yeah. And then
you're not
before
just you're not
before
just
gi-
navigating like super hard rock gardens of death, but
no, no, no.
um,
Yeah, and then actually before going to gravel, I spent like a bunch of years on the road. Yeah,
yeah, I was going to get to that and ask a bit about that. How like that's a big switch from mountain biking to road. Like
yeah,
I don't know. Well, I mean, there's a few guys who kind of do that.
yeah.
Matthew
But
Vanderpool's all right. Tom Pidcock's pretty good
yeah,
on
I've
both.
never heard of them, but yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Why did you switch? How did you switch? And then how were your parents with that?
I think they were fine. I was like older than 8 years old, so I could stay safe on the road.
Fair
But
enough.
yeah, so yeah, when you ride on the mountain bike, cross country especially, I think you mostly like train endurance on the road bike. So it was
Sure.
like I was already doing it and then loving it and loving it more and more. So I kind of went with what I loved. So yeah, it was just like a slowly more and more and more road biking, and then I started racing, and yeah. So
Um, from what I understand, you stayed kind of in North America for your racing for the most part.
yeah, I
Uh,
did went in Europe for one season on the road. Yeah.
who'd you race with? Anyone that we would
Uh,
recognize?
I raced with Garno,
Hmm.
then raced with Silver Pro Cycling, and then went to Europe for a first national division French team, and then I was on like Premier Tech U23 road team, and after that, yeah, 1 year with Skyline when I started transitioning towards gravel, and then yeah, no more road now.
Right. Um, and I don't know how long did you do that, and why did you keep riding when you saw the sign that said pavement ends? How was that transition? That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was a couple years, like maybe between 5 and 7 years, I'd say, on the road.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so at first it's kind of new. You get to new places, and then back then I find that road cycling was still alive in North America. Like we had the Tour of Utah, Tour of Colorado, there was California, and then Philly Classic and stuff like that. So yeah, it was quite a good circuit.
Mm-hmm.
But then it slowly started dying, and I slowly started to realize maybe that wasn't my place because yeah, I don't know, everybody takes themselves really seriously on the road, so there's less place for pleasure and just like having fun on the bike. It's more structured and rigid, which can probably fit to some people, but maybe a bit less to me. So yeah, gravel, I find it's more freedom. Like, yeah. And also the roads where I live in Quebec are not that great. You kind of just avoid puddles all the times. So yeah, while our gravel roads are more like champagne or crushed stones, as you say. Yeah,
Yeah.
really slick and
Good, like good surface, good quality.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did you train on some of those when you're road racing?
Yeah, yeah, eventually a bit like when I transitioned from mountain to road, I slowly started like road biking and then more and more gravel roads were thrown in. So, yeah.
Huh. Oh, that's very cool. What was your first gravel race? Do you remember that?
I don't know. Maybe more of a local one, like the Presta or something like that. And then I remember doing, it's a really tough race, like around where I live. It's known for being like super steep hills all the time, all day. It's La Boclane. So, yeah, I think those are my first memories. Yeah.
And what are the distances like? Do you race 100K, 150K, 300K?
It's, yeah, uh, in Quebec, the races I'd say are a bit shorter. So maybe around 100 to 130, 140K. Yeah.
Dig it. Because everything's K up there, right?
Yeah.
Or do you get
Yeah.
to pick? Can you
No,
go
it's
either
pretty
K or
much
miles?
only Ks, yeah.
Only Ks? Okay,
But,
very cool.
but we do go on the imperial system for like feet. Feet and inches are still pretty big, yeah. So,
Huh,
and
that's
then
interesting.
also pounds, but yeah, it always depends. Like, yeah, body weight is pounds, but then in the kitchen it's mostly grams and milliliters. So yeah, we're mixed up.
You are mixed up. That's all right. That's all right. Uh, French, Canadian, English, French, metric.
Yeah,
You got everything. So that's cool. Uh, you're worldly. You are
cherry picking.
worldly. Yeah, right, right, right. Pick the best of everything.
Yeah.
Um, all right, so you're racing. I don't know. I'd say pretty full time gravel now. Um, I'm curious. Your bike, I find interesting. I wouldn't say I had heard of it. You ride on a Da Vinci,
Yeah.
and I want to differentiate that from Da Vinci because there's a Da Vinci. I mean, we just say Da Vinci,
Yeah.
DA capital VINCI, and that's I believe that's a California company, and I am familiar with that because of tandeming. They make an off-road
Okay.
tandem that has this kind of weird. You like one of the two of you on the bike can coast while the other is pedaling,
Oh yeah.
which is super interesting. So,
Yeah.
um, but that is not who you ride. You ride a Canadian
Yeah.
bike company called Da Vinci, DEVINCI. Tell me about your bike.
Yeah, it's a gravel bike, full carbon. It's a new model from this year, and yeah, the brand is mostly known for building great mountain bikes. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly like on the enduro, downhill, trail styles of bike. And then yeah, so this year they came up with like a race bike for gravel, and yeah, it's a really stiff bike. Like soon as you touch the pedal, it just goes straight back to the rear wheel. So yeah, I love
That's
it.
awesome. That's what you want.
Yeah, yeah.
Weight wise,
It's pretty good. I remember weighing it with aero wheels and 50 mil tires. It was,
50. Wow.
yeah, it was around 17 pounds.
Oh,
So
wow.
I don't know. I'm probably without pedals though. So yeah, this I'm not sure.
Now what's that?
For a
Half a
large,
pound.
yeah.
Um, so here's my question in French, and you can rate my French.
Okay.
Again, college was a long time ago. Uh, Qu'est-ce que tu aimes dans ton vélo?
Qu'est-ce que j'aime dans mon vélo? What do I like about my bike?
Oui, oui.
I like that it's Canadian. Like it feels good to represent a small company from my home around North America.
Uh
I feel
huh.
like I can help them, like having exposure and stuff. I'm not just a small tool inside a bigger, like a huge company, for example, that yeah can replace me anytime. So yeah, I feel like I have a purpose there. So this feel good. And then
Did
yeah, as I said, the bike is light and stiff and just race well. So, yeah.
um, did they have you in mind when they built it? You said it's a new bike this year.
Not really. I think they were already planning on like the mold and stuff. So like yeah, probably a bit like a year before I came. So yeah,
Just a good, you had good timing.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, um, how big of a tires were is tire size? Um, One thing that people like about the Lauf is they can put freaking
yeah,
2.2s on those.
yeah,
How
yeah.
big of tires can you put on your bike?
I'd say going to a 50 is really max. Like
Okay.
it's max recommended 45, but you could go with a 50. So yeah, this is I'd say this is the uh, uh, what's the word? In French, it would be a défaut. So like it would be a negative point, I'd say. But
Oh,
having
I see.
yeah, but having clearance for smaller tires means you can put sort of slicks on, and it makes you like a great road bike. So you cannot have every like the best of all worlds. So yeah,
I had a conversation last night with someone who did the UCI Gravel World Championships. She did the age group,
yeah,
and she's like, it felt like there's a percent of the time that you are underbiked, and there's a percent of the time that you're rightly biked. And
yeah,
I feel like, especially in gravel, that's always true. Like sometimes you have the exact right bike, and sometimes you're like, dang, I could be on a freaking road bike right now. And then there are other times you're like, dang, I need a full suspension mountain bike right now.
yeah,
And so finding a bike that can compromise and do all those things uh, pretty well, and then do what you do most of the time really well
hmm,
is a good fit. So
yeah.
yeah, you're right. It's you're never going to have the right bike for
Yeah, yeah,
every
and I find
situation.
that this is what makes gravel nice. Like you never have the perfect tool for everything, so at some point you're gonna get like, oh, maybe I should have been on my mountain bike, and then yeah, so
Yeah,
it adds fun. Like yeah,
yeah, for sure. Um, I did not go and look to see if your name was in there, but have you done Leadville before?
no,
No. Did you pay attention to it this year?
yeah, a bit, yeah,
There were a lot of drop bars
yeah, 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 I
at
saw that.
Leadville. I found that interesting. Again, talking about how you kind of make the bike fit what you're doing most of the time. And Leadville's a lot of just gravel trails. I'm not going to say gravel roads, but
Yeah,
um, gravel trails. I have always said Leadville's like 3% uh, pretty technical single track, but that 3% will can ruin your day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I bet. Well, actually, one of my friend went there this year with his gravel bike, and he said like, "Oh, if I go back there, I have to have a double suspension mountain bike just
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those small section." Yeah.
Yep, yep. That's right. So I want to talk about Core 4 since you won that dang thing. First of all, how would you describe the course? I'm curious to hear your vision of what you went through that day in Iowa City.
Well, me and Adam went r- for a course recon the day before the big flood or the rain.
Right, right, right,
Yeah, so
right.
we did all the mountain bike trails.
Oh,
So yeah, and then the course changed overnight. So which course do you want me to talk about more?
well, I'm curious. I'm actually curious. I rode that single track section. The first
Yeah,
one you hit is
yeah,
called Sugar Bottom, and I raced there. I mean, I might be lying, but I swear I grew up here. I worked in a bike shop through college in the 80s. And I swear I raced at Sugar Bottom in the 80s. Um, However, and then I moved away for like 7 years and then I moved back. and so I mix up my first time here, my second time here. But I think it was in the '80s when I raced at Sugar Bottom, and the thing I remember. So that's what 40 freaking years ago
Yeah.
was. This was the '80s. Um, I am bombing like through the single track. It's like a 9 mile loop, and I come through to do another loop, and my girlfriend, now wife, was standing there cheering me on, and like I was cooked. And my comment to her as I went by was, "I'm getting a shock." Like it was fully rigid, 26-inch bikes with like probably
Yeah.
1.8-inch tires that were pumped up to probably 45 pounds, and it just
Rim
beat you.
brakes.
Rim brakes,
Yeah.
bad rim brakes,
Did you
and
add horns on your bars, like narrow bars with horns on the sides?
oh, for sure we had horns. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
Bar ends. We call them bar
Okay,
ends.
bar ends. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we had horns on our bars, and yeah, narrow. They were cut down. Um, but it just, I mean, back in the '80s, it was rooty and rough and brutal.
Yeah.
And now we go through there in Core 4, and you can go back. I had 2 episodes, I think, of my personal experience at Core 4, and it's like I go into Sugar Bottom feeling great, and I come out like somebody reached into my chest, grabbed my soul, and ripped it out. That's my sure, and then I like whimper all the way home. Um, so, what was your impression of Sugar Bottom, having heard my dialogue or my monologue about the
Um,
Iowa single track?
I'd say we really enjoyed it, but I'd say it was longer than we thought it would be. Like we went in and then we're like, oh yeah, nice, and then we were also like on the recon pace, so going not that hard, but yeah, I bet like on race day having that, especially like quite in the beginning of the race, must be like so hard on the body, and then you come out of this and you still have, I don't know, maybe more than 100K still to go. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
guys do.
like some parts of it were really nice. Like you have big bridges and flowing parts, and other parts were more like quite physical. So yeah,
Yeah, that the beginning is flowy and fun, and you're kind of going through the pine forest,
yeah,
and that's pretty smooth. But it does eventually beat you up.
yeah, yeah,
Not this year, but 2024, when I did it, we came out, and you kind of do maybe 2/3 of the single track, and then you get on this little gravel road that divides kind of the north and south section of the
yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
And as we're going up this little hill and about to turn back into the woods to go do the north section, somebody's standing there, and they're like, "The course is too wet. You're done with Sugar Bottom. You get to
Oh,
exit now." And we're like, "Yes!" It was the world's greatest thing.
yeah,
So had I been at Core 4 this year, that being said, it's got such character. It is fun to ride. It's fun to have as a part of the race. But I probably would have celebrated when the rain came and you couldn't ride. One thing about Midwest, like when it's wet mud, it's horrible mud, which
yeah,
you also got to encounter. So how
yeah,
was race day? Because they did take that single track out.
yeah. They took that one out. They took quite a big portion of like the one more in the middle through town.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yeah, well, I, like on the start line, I was not expecting to have a mud section like we had. Like walking the bike was not in my mind. I had never seen mud like that. So, on the East Coast in Canada, we have like just, I don't know, it's wet dirt and it just wipes right off. But something as sticky as that, yeah, it's like cement and it
Yeah.
dries off on your bike and you're stuck with it. So, yeah, but I, yeah, the the rolling sections, which were like more car roads, were really fast. Um, the grass sections were good, but yeah, the mud sections, the B roads were left in the course even though it rained. So yeah, it got quite interesting, I'd say. But it ended up good for me, so I like them. But yeah, walking was wasn't expected.
How deep into the race did you hit your first section?
I'd say it might have been like 40K in or something like that.
Oh, so not too far.
No, yeah. And
Huh.
then
Did
yeah,
did that split things up?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
It did.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many people were together when you went into the first mud B road section?
I'd say maybe 40, 50 guys. So
And
sort of like that.
how many came out?
I don't know. In the front, we were maybe a group of 10, and then it swelled up a bit again. But
Oh,
yeah, we were a
huh.
bit like one by one going out of it. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
all sort of either walking or running on the, or in the tall grass section on the side, just staying as far away from the road as possible. Yeah,
Yeah. Like a 1 mile long cyclocross joy, right?
yeah,
So how'd the race shake out for you? You got through there, 40K in, and it's I'm doing math. So 100K is 60 miles. Is it 200K? You don't do 200K. You do
it was a
170K? It's like 100 miles, right? A little over 100 miles.
yeah. I think 100 miles is 160K, something like
Okay,
that.
so
So the race was about 100 miles. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, so how did it go after you whittled the group down to 10-ish after 40K and you hit the first section of mud?
Yeah, then it swelled up a bit again, and we had quite a good headwind, so it regrouped a bit. We had a section of road, so we all pretty much stayed together. I went a bit in the front with Lachlan, and then we were brought back. So yeah, the headwind was pretty hard, and then we hit the city, more city part of the race through the bike paths, and we had the stairs, and then sort of a underpass on the
Mm-hmm.
road, which was yeah a bit muddy and stuff. So yeah, I think everybody was trying to maybe put pressure when the sections were a bit muddier or a bit more technical. So we were like shredding the back end of the group one by one, riders dropping from like behind, and sometimes coming back, but more often not coming back. So after that city section, we were back on gravel roads, and then we, yeah, just rotated, rolled together. We were maybe back to around 10 riders then, and then we hit a couple of mud sections. So every mud section, we were like getting out of it one by ones, and sometimes regrouping, sometimes not, and then hitting another one. So it ended up like shedding, I'd say, all the riders except maybe five, and then another mud section we were like two behinds and three in front. So and yeah, I think I think at one point a train came through just at the wrong moment for the guys behind and at the good moment for us. So but
Oh,
it
you got through?
yeah, I
It
think
came
it
through
like
right behind you?
yeah, it was a short train though, so I think it cost them maybe around 40 seconds, but still
Oh, okay.
it was good for us. And then we hit like the big last like slightly uphill mud section. It was starting to get really hot. Like the day was pretty hot. I don't know in
Mm-hmm.
Fahrenheit, but in Celsius it was very humid also. And I heard the corn sweat is a thing, so
Yeah.
it's yeah, we felt it. So yeah, the the last mud
Welcome to
section was
Iowa. Welcome to Iowa in August, for
yeah,
sure. I mean, that's 100% it. It's like freaking,
yeah,
like you're just swimming through the air.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a super hot day. Super
And
hot
then
day.
yeah, and in cornfields also you don't get much shade, so yeah,
Right. Right.
everybody was getting pretty beat up and tired of like everything and mud, and it was also like mental, like just having to go through all those mud sections, and it's yeah, it's kind of hard. Like the kilometers or the miles don't tick up fast, so you have like a longer day than you expected. And yeah, after the last mud section, I was alone in front and just kept on riding through the couple last grass sections, and then yeah, finished up first. So yeah, good day.
So There were some big names there this year. You mentioned Lachlan Morton.
Yeah,
What was it like riding with that dude? He
it
seems
was fun.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, like he's a big, like a big guy in the sports. He did a lot for gravel racing and stuff. So yeah, having
Hmm.
to ride with him is nice. Like I
Yeah.
remember being in front with him with the super big headwind, and we were like telling each other like maybe we should go back to the peloton.
Right.
Yeah,
This is a lot of work, and this is a long race.
yeah, yeah, and low reward.
Right. 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 I tell you though, like in the heat, that's interesting. In the heat, going into a headwind keeps you cool, and you
Yeah,
turn around and you have a tailwind, and sometimes it's like you're just sitting in a freaking furnace
yeah,
because
yeah.
you're going
It's
the
true.
same speed as the air.
Yeah, and also when the air is hotter, it's less dense.
Mm.
Like
Hmm.
in the velodrome, they put the heater up so the riders can go faster,
Yeah.
and then and then you can taste the winter wind, which is just like a block,
Right.
like super
Right.
dense hair. So yeah,
Huh. Um, so you left on a muddy B road section. That was your
yeah,
that was your break.
yeah, yeah.
How
Was
far
not
from
really
the
planning
finish?
on that, but sorry,
How far from the finish? How long were you alone?
maybe 20K, 15, 20K, I'd say.
Oh,
Yeah.
so not too far. But were
No,
you
no.
running scared?
Uh, no, I could not see them, but yeah, I was always looking back around my shoulder, but yeah,
Yeah. What was it like coming home?
coming home at the finish line
Yeah.
or home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, yeah. The last little like tricky section is always nice, and then you go past the finish line, and the I think it's a winery over there. It's like really beautiful, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And they've set it up. I don't know if you raced any cyclocross, but we used to host a race in Iowa City called Jingle Cross.
okay,
Um, and so there's like that last, I don't know, half a mile is
yeah,
set up kind of like in
yeah.
honor of
Twisty,
Jingle Cross.
okay, okay, yeah. Twisting the grass with this like nasty little punch, and yeah,
A very,
I wish we
very,
could have sprint in that.
yeah, I'm sure you do. um, yeah, I'm never sprinting when I'm going up that thing. I'm just thankful to almost be at the finish. That is a tough, tough finish.
Yeah,
And then you got the champagne shower at the finish line.
yeah, yeah. It feels good. Yeah.
Did it feel good, or is it like sticky and gross?
I was just already so gross. I think it shaved off mud from me, so I was cleaner.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How long until you got into a shower?
I'd say pretty long. Yeah, maybe the race might have finished at 1 or 2. I'd say I was in the shower maybe 2 hours later, something like that. 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw pictures of your finish and you're getting sprayed in champagne, and I'm like, man, that's just like probably does feel good right then, and then it's just like
Yeah.
sticky, sugary, dried on your skin. But you're right. You're already gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're already gross.
We did have like small blankets just to yeah.
Little water towels.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah, very cool. Well, congratulations on that victory. That's a big day. It's not an easy race, and whether you've got the single track in there or not, um, it's Iowa hills, which are just
Yeah.
endlessly up and down, and then the muddy B roads, and
Yeah. Yeah,
of course we
it's a
had a
tough
little.
course.
What's that?
Yeah, it's a really tough course. Like when you see it on paper, you say like, oh, there's not that many climbs, but as you say, it's always up and down, nonstop.
Yeah, we like to say up and down the teeth of a saw.
Yeah.
What made you decide to come? Why'd you hit Core 4 this year?
I think it just fits well in the calendar. Like there's not that many races around that part of the year. Like July is pretty light on racing, so we can train a bunch at home and get good legs. So, and I think the placing with gravel worlds, it's just like a week before, not too far. I think it's a really good match in between the two. Like you
Mm-hmm.
can do a block of racing and yeah, have the plane for 2 races, which is always better. So
Uh, and Gravel Worlds is fairly nearby, maybe 5 hours west of Iowa City,
yeah, yeah.
in Lincoln. So yeah, that's cool. That's kind of fun. How'd Gravel Worlds go for you?
It went good. Yeah, I had a small thing in my knee. I think because of all the walking and running in the mud at Core 4, like
So
the knees are going kind of sideways or just rolling. So I'm more used to a linear motion, like for the like just following a pedal. So
yeah, for
yeah, but
sure.
in the end it worked out all right, and just did not quite make the last selection of 4 riders. But yeah, finishing seventh with a field like that is pretty good. Yeah.
Um, and are you cool 100 miles on uh, Saturday one weekend and 150 miles Saturday the next weekend? Is like how's that? How's your body react to that?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think like we are used to training like 20 and 30 hours per week, so like volume is not that big of a factor. I'd say maybe more about the dehydration can
Hmm.
be harder to or easier to underestimate, sort of something like that. So yeah, I think I was fine by the next week. Yeah.
Do you know how many guys went over from Iowa City to Gravel Worlds? Was that a pretty
Mm.
common like routine for folks?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think especially the European guys, I think it was like a big thing for them. Yeah.
Huh. Cool. Um, coming back to defend your title?
Yeah, I hope so. I
Yeah.
had a good
Sweet.
time. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
And
Good.
then
Hope
let's hope they put the single track back in. It will be even tougher.
it will be even tougher. I tell you what, man. Like I don't know. God bless you. It just it's such rough. The roots on that course just constantly pound you. And the first year I
Yeah.
did it, and maybe I'm traumatized by. First year I did it, I was on like 33s on my
Oh yeah.
cross bike.
Okay.
I mean, need I say more? And we did the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
full 9 miles. The next time,
Wow.
I think I had 48s, and that was much better. But it's
Okay.
just hard. It just grabs
Yeah.
drains your
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's the whole body, just not just the legs or anything. It just yeah,
yep, exactly,
full body
exactly.
workout.
Have you done other races similar? Like, did you come down for Rule of Three, which Core 4 is kind of modeled after?
Yeah, we wish we came this year, but yeah, we ended up going to Gravel Loco instead, just
Oh,
before
sure.
Unbound.
Yeah,
So yeah, the placing in the calendar was a bit more tricky, like having 3 races back to back to back with and ending with Unbound, the longer one. So it's a bit too much, but yeah, it's been on the wish list going to Rule of Three. Yeah,
yeah, cool. Um, so you did do Gravel Locos, and did you win it?
I won last year. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. That's a great race, and that's a great
yeah,
field. Um,
yeah,
I had Fabian, the race director, on I don't know a couple of years ago, and I've wanted to hit it since.
yeah.
Um, we have a kid who lives in Austin,
Okay,
um,
sweet.
and actually, I wanted to mention like you and he started riding. You're maybe 6 months older. When we were born, July. Did I see
Yeah,
July of '94?
yeah,
He's February of '95, so you two are close to the same age. And he
yeah, yeah.
grew up being pulled in a cart, burly, and then on the trailer bike, and then with training wheels, and then no training wheels. And I saw somewhere a story about that's kind of how you got your start.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's very cool.
Following dad.
Yep, yep. Um, uh, but how was Gravel Locos?
This year, it was really hot. I think. Yeah, I
It's
remember.
Texas in May.
Yeah,
Of course it is.
and then I think we, something that you really like when you're on the start line or getting to it is that the start is a bit later than a normal gravel race would be, especially in Texas in May. So like you're on the start line at I don't know 8 or 9, so you're like, oh nice late start today, but then you regret it
For
as the
sure you
race goes
regret it.
on.
I was going to
You're
say,
like,
like, you
you
actually
should
like
start
that?
earlier.
Yeah, you should be on the, like, gravel world is, I mean, you start in the dark there, which is kind of
Yeah,
crazy, but still that gets you
yeah,
off the roads before the heat of the day, or
yeah,
in the
yeah.
heat of the day, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So yeah, but the race went quite good. I was on like a very long break with the national American national champion Brennan Wirtz.
uh-huh, sure.
He has a really good draft because he's super tall, so he was a good
You do
companion.
pick the big guys to go on a break with, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. And
Smart
then,
man.
but we got caught with maybe I don't know, I'd say 30 miles to go by a strong group, which were fresher than us. So yeah, it was really hard to hang on. And then I tried a bit at the end, but I was really watched. So yeah, I could not get away. But yeah,
Because you
it
won
was
in
a
24.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so they did have their eye on you, didn't they?
yeah. But yeah,
Um,
it was a really nice event. Yeah,
yeah,
loved it.
cool. They're taking a break this year,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
2026. Yep.
Yeah,
So hopefully they'll be back in 27 because actually we want to do it. Um,
yeah.
I'll give a plug for Rattlesnake Gravel Grind, which is in Sweetwater, Texas,
Okay,
end of March. So it's
okay,
quite a bit earlier than people do that before Mid South.
okay, okay.
Um, and it's a super fun weekend. So, and I feel like you'd like the course. I likened the Rattlesnake course to Leadville, of course, without the altitude,
Okay,
but the same kind of trail, the same kind of tread
okay.
in many of the places. So,
Yeah, I'll
bring your
check it.
fat. Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Joe Laverick, do you know Joe?
yeah, yeah. A bit. Yeah.
He's won it twice.
Okay.
Anyway, he seems to go. He and Chris Melman, Justin McCrary,
Yeah,
etc. But anyway, love to see you down there.
yeah.
But we can't go this year because we're having a grandkid, and it's going to
Oh,
mess up our whole spring schedule. So, um,
congratulations.
yeah, we were actually thinking about going down to Gravel Locos because we do want to go to Texas for something,
Okay.
any excuse to go visit our kid in Austin.
Yeah,
But maybe in 27, and maybe we'll see you there in 27.
sweet.
Yep. So who else? Who else are you sponsored by? Who takes good care of you?
Um, I'm with like with Da Vinci. We have Guru, the sports drinks, which is a bit like Red Bull, but yeah, still smaller a bit. We have the Abus helmets,
Mm-hmm.
like the same helmet as Mathieu Van der Poel.
Oh, very. You got a lot in common with Matthew
Yeah.
Vanderpool, don't you?
We have Maxxis tires, Easton components, so
Uh-huh.
wheels, seat post, bars. What else do we have? We
You
have the
say
S.
you say we. Are you part of a team? Or are you like
Yeah,
um,
it's a kind of like I don't know if the team is the right word, but it's like we're 4 riders. I'm the only one doing gravel though. The other ones are
okay?
on. I think Georgia Hassel is doing Rampage tomorrow. So Red
Oh
Bull
my.
Rampage. Yeah, it's more yeah, more mountain bikey, but yeah.
Yeah, your mom is just going to be like, yeah, no, you're not even allowed. If she wouldn't let you ride on the road when you were 8, she's not letting you do Red Bull Rampage at any age. Yeah, that
Yeah,
stuff is crazy, man. That is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, and it looks crazy on the screen, so I cannot imagine in like in the real. Yeah, just
Can you imagine, like, those are cliffs,
yeah, yeah,
and you're just looking off into an abyss, and you're going to ride your bike down this little thing and off a lip into thin air.
yeah, and
How do
then
you
doing a big one, a no-hander or a backflip
Right,
or
right,
yeah,
right, exactly. You're doing stuff between going off the lip and hitting the ground below, and hopefully you hit the ground with two wheels pointed in the right direction.
yeah.
Um,
And you do it
Man, oh
two
man.
or three times, I think, on the day. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
yeah,
that's nuts. That's nuts. Well, hook me up with who did you say is doing that?
Georgia asshole. Yeah,
Well, hook me up with Georgia.
yeah,
Her?
yeah. I
She?
can. Her. Yeah,
She, yeah. Cool. Hook me up with her, and I'd love to talk about. Obviously, not tomorrow. Don't bother her tomorrow. She needs to focus. But
yeah, yeah,
yeah, that's even just scary to watch.
yeah,
You know, even reruns that are 4 years old are scary to watch. Like
yeah.
you're still holding. It's kind of like, did you see the movie Free Solo?
No, I haven't seen the whole movie, but I saw like just yeah, clips of it. Yeah,
You're
just crazy.
gripped. You're gripped. And you know the dude lived, right?
Yeah,
Because he's doing a promo. He's alive. He does his podcast. He does all kinds of stuff. It's like, I
yeah,
know he lived, but I'm gripped. And I feel the exact same way watching Red Bull Rampage. Just
yeah,
gripped. Even
yeah,
though it was 4 years ago and I know they all lived, but it's like, oh man, just puts my heart in my throat. But anyway,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's cool. So Da Vinci kind of takes good care of all of you, and you guys all kind of share the same equipment sponsors, helmet, and all that. So you're not like a, uh, geez, what
privateer.
privateer? Thank you.
Yeah,
You're not like privateer guy. Like Da Vinci has a good program.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what privateer means, but yeah, we.
Well, privateer is you just go get all your own sponsors. You scrape up enough to get
Yeah,
yourself
okay.
around the country and do all the races.
Free solo.
Um, yes, exactly. Free solo. Free
Okay.
solo. That's right. Um, Very cool. Well, listen, you're doing Big Sugar this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you do Little Sugar?
No. No.
No. Cool. Uh, any predictions this weekend?
It looks like it's gonna rain.
Is
Big
that good or bad?
thunderstorms. I don't know.
I don't
I,
think they have
I,
any B roads.
no, I think the roads around here are more rocks than dirt, so
Yeah, yeah.
just should be fine with rain. And it's especially dry this year. It was last year also. Like the dust all goes up as soon as the tire touches it.
Right.
So like at the beginning of the race we could not see at all. So we were just like going blind super fast in the descents,
Just
hitting
hope
rocks.
whoever's sitting in front takes you the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. And just hoping you don't hit a big rock standing in the middle of the road.
Right, right. Huh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, best of luck this weekend.
Thanks.
This pod will drop probably after the weekend.
Okay.
But I'll look at your results and I'll report in the outro.
Sweet. I'll
But
try to make it a good one.
yeah, okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right, well, I appreciate that. And hopefully we see you at Core 4 next year.
Yeah, yeah,
As well as, I don't know, whatever spring lineup you end up doing. You know, one question I'm curious about,
yeah.
you're Canadian. What's the gravel event scene like up there? Like, what kind of gravel events do you have? Is there stuff that we should put on our calendar? Um,
Yeah, I'd say it's still a bit grassroots, like
hmm,
a bit less professional comes at them.
uh-huh.
So, but they are great events. Like they are, the distances are a bit shorter, so you probably get like a really a shorter one, like 30 miles, and then you have the
Oh,
50 miles and the maybe 80 or 90 miles at most. So yeah,
you're using miles.
yeah, I try.
I, I think that's funny. Well, you're in Canada. I mean, if the races are in Canada, they can go
Yeah, yeah,
full
okay,
kilometer. That's fine. Like
yeah.
that's legal. Um,
Um, but yeah, they're great events. They're mostly around June and August. There's one in September, but yeah, uh, yeah, I'd recommend them. There's no big price purse yet, but I think they they should promote that.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. How would we find stuff up there? Like, is there Do they do registration on Bike Reg? Like, could you do a search for Canada gravel races?
Yeah, that's a good question. I just know they exist because I live there, but if you don't live
Right.
there, yeah, we were not that big with bike reg and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they have good Instagram accounts, but to find them, it's pretty hard. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Huh. Well, I think it'd be kind of cool to go up there. It would probably
Yeah,
be scenic,
yeah, yeah.
pretty riding.
You can get hotter days also, but yeah, mostly pretty chill weather. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Huh. Very cool. Uh, Maybe I'll do some research and I'll report on how to
yeah,
find some gravel races. So, and
yeah.
put
And
some
then
links in the show note.
if you come up during October, you get really nice leaves, the
Oh,
colors
for
in
sure.
the trees. So yeah, that's a good time. And especially this year, we got just like perfect weather all month long. So yeah, yeah,
Nice. The leaves are beautiful.
yeah,
And where you live, it's hilly, rolling
yeah,
hills and quote unquote mountains.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mostly rolling hills. I'd say the longer climbs when you go fast are maybe 5 to 10 minutes long. So yeah,
Yeah.
and the gravel is really good, super smooth and fast. So yeah,
Huh. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'll do some research.
sweet.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You're on Instagram, I know. Is that the best
yeah,
place for people to follow you?
yeah. I think so. Yeah.
All right. And it's just your name, right? Julien.Gagne?
Yeah, just Julien Gagne. I don't think there's even a dot. So
No dot? All right. Julien
yeah,
Gagne.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, all right. Very cool. I will put a link in the show notes to that too so people can follow your journey on gravel.
Sweet.
And again, I
Thanks a
hope to
lot
meet you in
for
person. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
And it was a pleasure chatting with you.
yeah. Pleasure, same. Yeah. And then if you ever have any question for races around the my area, let me know.
I will for sure hunt you down because I think that'd be
Sweet.
super cool.
Cool.